Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today in this video, we are going to look at a very simple yet complicated sum, which was asked in state board examination in March 2020. That is question number 5, sub question 2, where they ask practical based question, where the sums are actually easy, but at that moment, with that pressure in that examination hall, with the limited time, it becomes difficult to solve it. So the key becomes to solve these type of questions at the end of the paper where the time is a crunch is keep yourself cool. Okay, confidence is the key. So question number 5, sub question 1. This we have already covered in one video. I have showed you. Now these were the two questions out of which you had to solve one. So the solution of this question is already been shared in one of my videos. Now today we are going to deal with this sum. A dealer sells a toy for rupees 24 and gains as much percent as the cost price of the toy. Find the cost price of the toy. Surprisingly easy sum turned up in last year's board paper. But the biggest surprise and shock is most of them could not get it. Most students. As I told you, the crunch is the time. So let us try and solve this sum. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is give yourself 5 minutes, time yourself 5 minutes, and try to get the solution in 5 minutes. Pause the video, look at the question, and see whether you can solve this sum in 5 to 6 minutes. That is the biggest challenge. And meanwhile, I'll get to the sum. A dealer sells a toy for rupees 24 and gains as much percent as the cost price of the toy. Find the cost price of the toy. So a very simple sum, if you have understood the funda of selling price, cost price, the profit and loss. So first what we would do is simply assume, because try to understand cost price is the base of any profit and loss sum. Because the percentage of profit, the percentage of loss, the base is always cost price. So what I'm going to do is, since I know cost price is not given, but the selling price is given, I'll assume the cost price to be X. Okay, if cost price is given or not, as we do in financial planning, we check whether taxable value is given or not. And if not given, we take taxable value as X. Similarly here, we need to check whether cost price is given or not. Try to understand. I'm also giving you an approach. Whenever you get such type of sum, check whether cost price is given or not. Oh, cost price is not given. So what I am doing in this sum is we are assuming the cost price to be rupees X. Now let us go ahead with the sum. Now, since the cost price is given, now students, there is some relation. The selling price is given 24. It's very straightforward. Now here gains and gains. Now when I say gains, from the word gains, what I remember is profit. That means profit is as much percent as cost price. Now students got confused here. Now very simple. Now gains is, that means profit is, that is rate of profit. When say gains as much percent, that means profit percentage is as same as cost price. That means the rate of profit is exactly the cost price. That would be is equal to X percentage. Now since the rate of profit, the gain percent, that is rate of profit, is as same as the cost price, and the cost price is X, so the rate of profit has to be X percent. Now, from the rate of profit and cost price, we can get what is the profit amount. We know profit is always calculated on cost price. Now, since this is X percent, it will become X upon 100. Now, the biggest question is into what? Try to understand whenever we are calculating profit or loss, it has to be percentage of cost price always. So X percent will be X upon 100 into of what cost price, that is X. This is a most important fundamentals funda in this sum. If you get this, after this sum is very simple. Let us try to simplify. Therefore, profit would be X into X would be X square, rupees X square upon 100 as it is. So we got cost price, we got profit, and the selling price is given to us as rupees 24. If you look at the question, the selling price is clearly given to us as rupees 24. So that's sorted. Now students, we know that The formula for profit is selling price minus cost price. First of all, profit occurs only when selling price is greater than cost price, and therefore profit is selling price minus cost price. Now you can also coordinate with the color. I've chosen color. That means profit here is, if it is in maroon color, it is in maroon here. So follow that. So profit, if you see, it is given here, which is x square upon 100. So in the place of profit, I will substitute x square upon 100 is equal to selling price, which is 24, which was given directly to us, cost price, which is x, which we have assumed it. Now, as simple as that, we just need to solve this equation now, students. Now, let us shift this 100 to the right-hand side. Since this 100 is the denominator of entire LHS, you can also do multiplying throughout by 100, or you can simply shift this 100. Not every sum we can shift the denominator to the right-hand side, but here, since 100 is the denominator of entire LHS, we're shifting it here. So, x square as it is equal to 100 into, since there is a binomial, we're putting a bracket, 24 minus x. Now let us open the bracket and try to solve the sum and get the answer. Now x square as it is, students, x square as it is, 100 into 24 is 2400, minus 100 into x is 100x. Let us get the equation in the standard form. Let us put everything on the left hand side. X square as it is, minus 100x shifts this side, it becomes plus 100x, plus 2400 becomes minus 2400. Now students, trying to find out factors of this sum is easy. Now, I have discussed this in one of my videos. Even if you don't remember it, I will like to go back again and discuss this. Now check here. There is 1 0 here and there are 2 zeros here. Now, whenever we come across such, as I have discussed, whenever we have such situations, students, there is 1 0 here and there are 2 zeros here. There are 2 zeros here, but if there are 4 zeros here, we could have considered that. So what I'm going to do is, I will consider the equation. As I told you, always, if at the end you have 1 0 here and 2 zeros are available here, imagine the equation without those zeros. So I'm just writing x square plus 10x minus 24 is equal to 0. Now students, first let us find out the factors for this sum. The factors for 24, after subtracting we need 10. It cannot be 1 into 24. 2 into 12. Yes, 12 minus 2 is 10. Middle number sign goes to the bigger number since it's a subtraction sum, and opposite sign goes to the bigger number. Now, what did we do was we omitted zeros, right? So the factors of this equation would be minus 2 and plus 12. And since we have omitted zeros and we got this equation, to get the factors of this equation would be, it would be minus 20 plus 120. Just add zeros and you get the factors of you. So it's a very, very simple funda. Omit 1 0 from the end here and 2 zeros from here. Rewrite the equation. Find out the factors for that equation and just add 110 to get the factors of the original equation. Now just will write x square plus 120x minus 20x minus 2440 equal to 0. Let me just clear all that I have written so that I have enough space to solve the sum ahead. Now let us make a pair of 2, the pair of first 2 and the last 2, and let us take common. What is common from the first 2 term is x. What remains in the bracket is x plus 20. Now students, as there is minus sign here, as we know, we have to take this sign again here. So minus here, the common is 20. Now since we have taken minus outside the bracket, the side inside the bracket will change. That will be x plus 120 equal to 0. Now x plus 120 is once again common. What remains in the bracket is x minus 20. Now since the product of 2 bracket is 0, at least one bracket has to be 0. That will be x plus 120 is 0 or x minus 20 is 0. Let us solve it here. X would be plus 120 shifts that side, it becomes minus 120, or x would be minus 20 goes that side, it becomes plus 20. Now, since the cost cannot be negative, x cannot be minus 120, therefore x would be 20. And let us write the final answer. The cost price of the toy which is being asked is rupees 20. I hope the sum is clear, students. Now I will also be getting many sums There is one more external sum which was asked in 2020 board exams, and many other sums which may or may not be asked, or where these sums come from one particular book, from that particular book. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the bell icon. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.